Good morning. I want to thank all of you for coming today for our celebration of National Child Health Day. We are gathered as healthcare professionals, as education professionals, as political leaders around the Bay to celebrate and really prioritize the importance of our children's health. I think we all know, and it goes without saying, that our children are our future. It goes without saying that the health of our children are our future. But what needs to be discussed is the fact that we have not collected a lot of information and data around our children's health, and we need to work together across a lot of different specters to move this forward. So I want to thank all of you for coming who are engaged in this, who know how important this is. I have a wonderfully illustrious group of leaders behind me. And let me first start by introducing Dr. Jennifer Ong, who has been a leading healthcare leader on the East Bay, who I've had the chance to work with for years, and who, in her connections with leaders from the state level and from the local level, has helped to pull together this press conference to celebrate National Child Health Day and to talk about what we're going to do to move this forward. So I'd like to introduce Jennifer, and she will introduce the many VIP dignitaries who we have today. I'm very excited, in particular, to welcome Michael Young of the Baltimore Orioles. But without further ado, I'd like to invite Jennifer Ong.
Thank you, Supervisor Chu. I'm Dr. Jennifer Ong, and I would like to welcome everybody here. As you may or may not be aware of, today is National Child Health Day. It was a presidential proclamation last year. President Obama had recognized that we really need to refocus our priorities on children because of the issues like bullying, so mental health issues, our issues with poverty, and many children here in California who are experiencing poverty and hunger. So today we wanted to make sure that you're aware that there are many people out there who are advocating for children's health. We wanted to educate you about what they're working on. And one of my favorite advocates on children's health is Michael Young from the Baltimore Orioles. He is actually a Hayward native. He graduated from Hayward High School and has decided to give back through his work with a foundation called FLONation, Fighting Lifestyles of Obesity. So I'll go ahead and have us meet Michael Young, and if you could please welcome Michael Young to the podium.
Thank you very much, Dr. Jennifer Ong, for having me here. Good morning, I guess. It's a pleasure being here. As Jennifer mentioned, I am from the Bay Area. I've been there all my life, and I was very fortunate enough to be able to play in the major leagues for many years. But my passion has always been health and fitness and nutrition, working with the children of tomorrow, understanding that when we all are gone, we have to leave a legacy, and that legacy has to be towards our children of today. And it's so important to have people understand that what we're dealing with is very serious, and it's going to take the help of everyone, not just FLONation Foundation or other organizations. It's going to take the help of everyone in general to really educate our youth, and at the same time allowing the parents to be educated as well in terms of health, fitness, and nutrition. So these individuals behind me are a prime example of how I feel. They're very passionate about what we're doing, and we want to share the information that we've learned throughout the years that we've been living to pass it along to help other individuals as well. So FLONation is a wonderful, and I'm partial. It's a wonderful organization. We're, again, reaching out to a lot of the communities around the Bay Area, but not only in the Bay Area, we're also reaching out in other states across the United States as well. So for additional information, please feel free to go to FLONation.org. There's some valuable tips on how to get involved. We again, in leaving this, my last thing is what I want to say is understand that the fight now, and to understand what's going on right now, is going to help the situation down the road. We're not looking for instant gratification. We got to understand that we're fighting today what we can provide for tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Michael. I don't know if anybody had listened to NPR this morning, but there was actually a report that there is a very much an increase in the number of eating disorders, even in boys. So we do have a big focus here on nutrition, and wanted to introduce another leader in our community and our advocacy work, the president of the National Council, Kids Breakfast Council, Marlena Urich, Dr. Marlena Urich.
Hello, it's a pleasure to be here, and what a celebration for having our focus on our kids and our future. You know, looking into the eyes of hungry children changed my life forever. And I wasn't in a foreign country. I was actually in my own backyard in Hayward, California. Over 20 years ago, I started the Kids Breakfast Club to address the issues of childhood hunger. And now that program has expanded to other parts in California, and we are looking nationwide for finding the leadership, finding the people who want to make a difference, who feel they can do something to help our kids and our communities. For more information about the National Council of Breakfast Clubs, please go to www.National Council of Breakfast Clubs to see how you can get involved. Thank you.
We also have with us today, if we can also please welcome the actual person in charge of the nutrition for the San Francisco Giants, Atala Pearson.
Hi, it's an honor to be here, and just looking forward to helping out Mike and the team, and helping the kids eat better, healthier food, and looking forward to cooking things and even helping adults eating food and learning how to teach their kids to eat healthier food. Thank you.
We also have another guest. Come on over, Chris. Chris is here. He is actually involved with the school districts, not only with acupuncture for the staff, but also with Chinese medicine. And so we have everyone from every field of health and children's health. And I wanted to have Chris also talk with us about his work.
Thank you, Jennifer. If you can measure it, you can master it. This is something that I tell my patients every day. And we know that anything else, if you're not measuring, anything else is just guesswork. So what I bring to the table and to FLONation with Michael Young and working with students within the school district and students across the country is measuring their health status, their nutritional health status. This is what I do. I bring technology and find out what their score is, what their grade is. And when we can do that, then we can motivate children, we can motivate the students to eat better. It's one thing to bring fresh fruits and vegetables to the schools, which is amazing, but if the students don't eat those fresh fruits and vegetables, then they don't get healthier. So we have a motivational piece, and it's my goal to bring that to the table. If you can measure it, you can master it. You can master your own health and master the problems that may or may not be going on inside the body. If you can measure it, you can master it. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Our last speaker, and I wanted to thank again Supervisor Chu, and he will have some closing remarks for us. And again, the point of today's press conference is to educate you about National Child Health Day. We do have many aspects of children's health that sometimes we overlook. And there's an old Native American saying that we did not inherit the earth from our ancestors. We borrowed it from our children. And that's one of the points of this, is to make sure that on the top of our priority, their health, their mental health, their physical health, their emotional health is addressed. And so many of us are working on this issue, and find out what others are working on and see if you can be a champion as well for this issue of children's health. So our last speaker, Christopher Major from the Youth Academy.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here today. My name is Christopher Major. I am the founder, president, and CEO of Hayward Youth Academy. We were founded on the basis of providing services and enrichment activities after school between 3 and 6, exactly where we need to learn some of the nutrition and health information that FLONation is providing for us in Hayward. It's an honor to be here today. If you need to find out more about Hayward Youth Academy, please look us up on Facebook as Hayward Youth Academy or go to www.4hya.org. It's a pleasure to be here, and I want to thank Michael Young, Mr. Chu, for allowing me to speak today. Thank you.
Okay, so I lied. We have one more speaker that I wanted to squeeze in here. Again, Randall, come on up front. Please speak about what you're working on with our youth.
Hi, thank you, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Randall Watts, and I work with an organization called California USA Wrestling. And we work with kids from the ages of 5 all the way up to international wrestling. So a lot of what wrestlers forget is nutrition, because they have to lose their weight, so they think the best way to lose their weight is to torture their bodies. So we teamed up with Michael Young and FLONation Foundation to work together to create a nutrition program to help teach these athletes the proper way to train and eat, because you can train as hard as you want, but if your body isn't fueled, you're not going to be able to perform. So that's what we teamed up with him to do, and if you'd like to find out some more information, go to California USA Wrestling, and we can tell you more there. Thank you.
So one of my mentors, Supervisor Chu, is a big part of what we've worked on here. And I wasn't sure, we have also to acknowledge the Lighthouse for the Blind. Jeremy is here from the Lighthouse for the Blind, and they have worked closely with us on the needs also of our visually impaired community. Supervisor Chu is a big mentor for young people. And so when we're talking about how important it is to address children's health, and that includes mental and physical health, he is both the epitome of that. He bikes to work. He's also very much active in making sure that our young people are politically engaged, civically engaged, also have an understanding of their commitment to community, because that's how he lives his life. So wanted to thank Supervisor Chu one more time and have him come up. And he has such a busy schedule. We appreciate his time.
Sure. Thank you, Dr. Ong. And we all know it takes a village to raise our kids, and in particular, it takes a village to keep our kids healthy. And I want to thank all the leaders who are standing behind me out of the healthcare world, out of the education world. I want to thank our sports celebrities from the Giants as well as from the Baltimore Orioles. We know we have come a far way, and I'm really proud of the fact that San Francisco was the first city in the country to move forward on universal health care. I'm proud of the fact that despite a government shutdown, we have California, our state, as a leader in implementing our Affordable Care Act. But we also know we have a lot of work to do. If you read this morning's papers, we know that our poverty levels throughout our state are going up in directions that we don't want to see. We know that our kids are not receiving the type of nutrition that they need. They're not always receiving the type of health care and immunizations and other nutritional and other indicators of their future success. And so it's going to take all of us working as a village to move this forward. And I look forward to working with the folks behind us to making sure that as a society, we are prioritizing what we need for our next generation of California. And so thank you for being here. Look forward to next year as we celebrate our National Child Health Day. Thanks.
So go do your part for children's health. We appreciate your time today. Thank you very much.